Ben.
Fart.
Wolben, Lord of Mayhem, is your new nomenclature. This is Wolson, Lords of Mayhem. Came out last week. We're going to dive into it. I kind of wanted to start on the screen, though, because what game does this remind you of from the outlay of the screen, the UI and everything?
Diablo 2 or 3.
Or 3, yeah. Maybe I'm reading too much into that, but when I saw the screen, it was like the UI down to just the little icons at the bottom definitely looked like it was... This is an action RPG, much like Diablo 3 and Path of Exile and other action RPGs that have come before.
That's right.
It came out last week. I've been playing. I've put 8-9 hours into it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I played like 3.
Yeah, it was. So definitely, I'm not near the end game or anything like that. We're gonna give some quick first impressions here. A rough launch.
Yes.
Had some
early
speed bumps
access for a little while.
4 years.
Okay, a long while.
Yeah.
And yeah, it fully released last week, and boy, they had a rough launch day and then a rough launch window also.
Yeah, it's been a really rough time. I was trying to play it over the weekend a bunch. I'm gonna hop right in and just start playing some stuff. I really like this environment. One of the things that really pops out early on in the game is that it really does look good. The graphical effects look really well. The backgrounds are really well done.
I think this game looks a lot better than Path.
Yeah, Path is
it is a free-to-play game versus a $40 game.
Yeah, definitely. There, leveled up. Maybe I'll get to level 20 in this stream. I just wanted to run around real quick. So I'm playing one of the interesting things about this game is you don't really have a class that you start off as. You have, every time you level up, you can do all this, you can put stuff into your skills, but you really aren't picking a class to lock yourself into. They have, let me get out of here real quick. You kind of pick a starting weapon, and from there you kind of build out your character as you like. I found it is as you go along, so that you can, let me just add these things. I need a lot more toughness for this build. You can reset your attributes for a pretty significant amount of gold, and you can also do your passive skill trees as well. The passive skill tree is really interesting.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's very similar to Path of Exile in terms of overall size.
I can spin.
But the cool thing is that you can actually spin these around, so you can kind of go down the path that you kind of want to get towards. I've been building myself out towards the Siegebreaker kind of skill tree, which is designed around swords and shields. So I'm trying to do some shield stuff. I found a pretty good unique weapon not too long ago, a few levels ago, and it's been what I've been using since I picked it up. So it's a top-down isometric kind of RPG, action RPG. You are doing the same kind of stuff you do in Path of Exile or Diablo.
Hey, show me those chains.
Yeah, so there are some interesting kind of, I would hate to say it, but this is God of War. This is the God of War animation, straight up.
Yeah.
So they're not really too coy about lifting inspiration from other games.
This is the studio's first game. They're a small French indie studio.
Yep. Definitely you get the kind of sense that they're a little overwhelmed at the fact that this game took, I believe the opening day had like 100,000 concurrent users. It was immediately a huge kind of popular thing. So it's not unexpected for a game to have a rough launch in that kind of situation. They did their best to get it back online. I didn't play a huge amount. It was playable offline as soon as it went live.
Looks like they hit a peak of 127,000.
It's really impressive.
They have almost 100K right now.
Yeah, for a first game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go move forward. Actually, I have a skill tree to put in. Let's see. I'm working toward this node over here.
Oh, I want you to get that node.
I'm going to get my node if I get one more level here. But let's see now. One of the problems with this game is that the bugs are pretty significant.
Yeah.
A lot of the issues are that some of these skill points don't actually do anything. So my average damage right now is 221. I'm going to put a point into here. Damage is increased by 0.5 multiplied by your equipped shield's block chance. So I should have a block chance of 17.4%. So it should go up theoretically.
It should go up by like
0.5 times 17.
Times
so
17.
Like 9. Let's see if this actually works enough. Confirm that.
What was it before?
228. I think it went up. I immediately forgot the number.
I also immediately forgot the number.
The unfortunate thing, if you go to the Wilson Reddit, there are a number of skills that just don't do anything or do the opposite of what they're supposed to do, and it's a pretty buggy experience. I'm gonna go to this story fight here. I'm near the end of Act 1. This is a character that you see in the opening cutscene, you know there's something up with your character. You have some kind of angel
Witchcraft.
or demon. Witchcraft is what you're trying to seek and destroy in the world.
But you have it too.
But I have it as well.
A familiar
The voice acting is really well done. I'm not sold on the script yet, but a lot of the voices and everything is
on that cliff.
pretty well polished.
Presentation-wise, this game is really strong.
It's really neat. If they did, ape the UI of other games like this, it's for the best because they do pretty well. Let's get to this fight and see if I can actually beat it. I haven't gotten to the end of Act 1, like I said. This is where I kind of stopped before we started recording this. And we'll go back and take a look at some of the mechanics. And maybe I'll show you the skill stuff and maybe try some other skills as well. But yeah, if you're familiar with action RPGs, you're not going to find a huge amount to be surprised by here. But like I said, I'm using a sword and board here. You can kind of mix and match skills. The only thing is that it's really tough you can't really, the clash against you die, that's this guy here. I'm going to go and find him.
Flash him.
Your soul's primal fear. There's no one to save.
So this guy's a cultist of the Sleeper. I'm not really sure what the Sleeper is yet, but I guess I'm going to find out later on. Most of these big bosses have this little 2-meter kind of... oh, shit.
Where'd the music go?
The same thing happened last time I played this. It muted everything for like a minute after the fight started.
Cool.
So that's not a fault in the recording. This is a fault of... Oh, shit, get out of the way. That is a fault of the game itself. And hopefully, maybe I need to escape out. Hey, we'll have to...
I'll just go like...
Oh, shit. Yeah, you can do the music. So, he's broken now, which is kind of an interesting little system they have. They have a little health bar underneath them. And if you get that down to 0, you will break them and stun them for a little bit of time. So my skills haven't really... Oh, shit. Pardon my French. That was a really close one.
Hey, don't worry. The developers can do that. They're French.
Oh, dear. Oh, no. Okay, go the other way. Go the other way.
You're going to turn into a big, cool angel lady at any point?
I haven't done that since the beginning part of this. So the story is that you're one of the 3 children of this warlord kind of dude, and you were the... Whoa, dear lord. Run. Nope. Run. Run through these stamina charges. The mobility in this game is really fun. You do have the kind... Oh, that was probably a bad idea. Oh, shit. You really are moving really quickly. I started off as an archer, and I didn't find that to be very... It was really fiddly in the way that your character moves. The melee seems to be... Oh, shit. What the heck? Oh, no. Use my shield here.
But yeah, you've got a roll there. You can see the green pips above his health bar. Kind of signifies your stamina meter. That little blue outline is your power shield. Is that what it's called?
The blue outline, yes, the force shield.
Force shield.
I've been investing a lot in that. I probably am not doing this right. I should probably be going for more toughness than anything else. I got a lot of stuff.
Hey.
I made it.
One of the most frustrating things is that when loot drops, the tooltips disappear almost immediately.
Yeah.
I haven't found a setting to make this any better. It's been really annoying. Like even as I'm mousing over stuff, it's fading away. It's really, they need to extend that and make a few more options for this.
They need to do a lot of things for this game, and I hope their huge, boon in initial sales here means they can get the manpower they need.
Take a little time and get some stuff right because.
What are you?
So these are some kind of constructs. This is all ancient history that I'm just now wading into in terms of the storyline. So I'm gonna go ahead. The Cult of the Sleeper, Tated Anankis forever. Covenant of the Blind, 3 lords. Hey, go figure. There's gonna be 3 active bosses. One of the knocks on this game right now, as it stands, is that the story basically ends at the end of Act 3. There's no real end conclusion to what's going on. You just kind of get knocked into the end game. And a lot of what I've read about the story and everything like that is that, not just the story, but mechanic-wise, the end game is really leaving a lot to be desired. There was one streamer the other day who
That doesn't sound good.
fought the end boss and got no loot and immediately
they want?
uninstalled it. That's a lot of the bugginess deserves its own discussion.
You went ahead and asked people to kind of talk about their experience, our members, and I just want to read this one from
On the Giant Bomb
Bicycle Ham on the bicycle forums, on the Giant Bomb forums. I got to Act 3 in this game, and I gotta say, it's straight up fucking broken. I've gotten stuck on geometry or fallen through the floor multiple times during pivotal moments like boss fights, and had to completely restart multi-stage fights all the way from the start. Plus, loot seems to wildly fluctuate your damage in ways that just makes the game feel completely unbalanced.
Yeah, the loot itemization stuff really doesn't feel. Like I said, I picked up the unique weapon. It just has better stats. Diablo 3 had that same issue where, man, this looks interesting. Diablo 3 had the same thing at launch where uniques weren't as good as rare rolls, and I think this seems like it has some of the same problems where the unique stuff doesn't really do anything unique. It feels great to pick up unique weapons, but they really need to work a little harder on making them seem like cool, unique items.
How do I stop the bloody core?
Oh no, my friend died. Even that little animation of her falling apart though is really nice.
Yeah.
You can tell they've had a long time to make this game, shall we say. Apparently, a lot of the early stuff. Let me see what I want here. I think this character needs to have more health than Force Shield.
You didn't even look at the fourth one.
I did not look at the fourth one. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm excited to move on and go forward here. I'm not sure how much.
Level 20.
What was that?
You hit level 20.
I did hit level 20. Let's see what I can get here.
You can get the pip.
What was that?
You can get your pip
How do you mean?
on your skill tree.
Oh yeah. Let's try it out and see. I haven't been doing much wisdom. A lot of people seem to say that this at this point, like melee, is really the way to go in terms of enjoyable. So I'm getting a.
Yeah, I was watching some streamers play, and it looked like a lot of people were talking about block builds being just unkillable block builds being super broken. Status stacking is also pretty broken, people were saying.
I've seen I saw one gif of somebody with a huge amount of health regeneration, and he was impaled on a boss's spear, and the guy was just stabbing him over and over and over again because he couldn't actually kill him. It's some real wonky stuff going on. My main concern, what I've heard, is about those skill points that just don't do anything and don't work at all. It's really expensive. You can re-roll your skill tree stuff, but it's pretty expensive. You have to sell. We'll talk about the inventory stuff in a bit, but you basically have to sell the skill drops that you find in order to. Ooh, boy, that's a bad guy.
Yeah, I just. How much gold do you have right now?
Let's take a look and see. Let me kill this guy first, real quick. Oh boy, in case, assuming I don't die. I think I got two bad guys here. But the combat's really flashy and fun, and I've seen some high-level stuff too. I was talking to Eric over at GameSpot as well, and some of the higher end. Combat does look really flashy, huge. There's somebody made a Globadin build on Reddit as well. There's just a lot of visual effects going on, and it does look really cool, which is probably the best thing it's got going for it. If I had to do a snap judgment in the middle of this quick look, this game is not worth $40 in the state that it's in right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit of time before they get all this stuff settled out. It's bizarre to me that this game is leaving early access in the state that it's in, because it is certainly not even close to being. It's really tough to kind of recommend it as a fully featured product at the moment. I should probably go back and sell some stuff. Let me level up some of my skills here. So the skill tree is really interesting. What they've done is kind of a Diablo 3-esque thing where you're not permanently allocating skill stuff into skills. They level up as you level up as well, and you get the ability to move these little pips around. And so you have I have three modifier points here, and you can see how many you can either spread them out among lower level buffs, or you can invest them all into one big one. I like damage for bleeding edge, so I'm gonna go and use that there. Sovereign Shout. I'm not gonna take a look at all these because this is like the most unfun thing to do in a video, is look at little tooltips, but you get these as drops, which is kind of interesting. So they all go to your inventory as I'll have to go back to my inventory to find those.
I see. I was having trouble figuring out exactly what was happening with those.
How do you mean?
But like I was getting them in my inventory
Yeah.
and using them, but not really knowing like where I could look at them. And
It doesn't really, like, for all the classless design, and I might not be doing the best job here, but I've basically just been saving all the spells, because I can't use spells without a staff or a catalyst kind of thing.
right, and your wisdom is so low.
Yeah,
anyway.
so it's not really worth it. They do kind of pimp the ability to be anything at any time with one character, but the financial part of restocking or re-rolling seems bad enough that it would be just easier to just start a new character. It's nice to have some little respec stuff. I kind of prefer the Path of Exile system where you can do a little bit here and there. You'll get the ability to re-roll. Put a steel belt. It's all for spells, nothing for me. Also, some people have found items that have modifiers that are actually like useless, which is pretty frustrating. Like you can get item with a modifier for like plus percentage of health on this item without the actual thing that modifies, so it's just kind of a useless stat. Just a lot of really, I wouldn't even say it's small. There's some pretty significant stuff too. People losing items permanently from their stash, people losing their entire stashes from time to time has been a big complaint. It seems like there's a lot of server side stuff that is not being saved. That really, if you're afraid of losing progress, this game is not in the state that you need to be playing a huge amount of it in. If you want to play offline permanently, that probably none of that will affect that, but it just seems like a significant amount of bad stuff going on. How much have you played? Have you played?
Played a little ways in, not too deep. I've never. The only one of these I ever played a significant amount of was Diablo 2, which I played through. Didn't mess with Path or D3 too much.
Well, let's do this again. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm going to because
That's okay. You just asked asked me a question.
234.8.
All right.
Remember that number. I'm
Yeah.
going to do another one here. This is even a bigger one.
4, 8, 2.
Damage is increased by plus 50 multiplied by your equipped shield's block chance. So that should be a pretty significant damage upgrade if I'm reading that right.
Yeah. What the heck?
That seems, because this is 0.5. This is 50.
Yeah.
So
what?
I have a feeling that's probably not accurate, and there might be something wrong going. I'm gonna commit that.
2, 3, 5. 8.
Whoa! That went, holy shit, dude! That like quadrupled. That quadrupled from one
Yeah.
pip, a little tiny one too. And I've definitely heard some people say this as well. Like some of these little tiny skill things. Just let's see if that's actually accurate. I'm gonna go down and try to hit
You're
some
gonna go
stuff.
start one-shotting people, baby. Let's go.
Man, that was not. I'm glad that one works.
Let's get it.
I might be near the end of the act here. This might actually be almost to the end. I'll keep my... Probably have to sell some gear at some point, but...
Look at that swagger. That's the I know I just quintupled my damage swagger.
I haven't had time to go through the entire skill tree. The people are theory crafting, but it seems like at this point it's not even worth the time to do a lot of analysis. This is your brother, I think. So you're wanted by your kingdom because you might be you might be a
What the
witch.
hell are you doing here? So glad to see a familiar
Very
face.
Warhammer-esque
You won't believe what's
designs.
been
Yeah.
That guy's straight out of the Death Legion or whatever they have over there.
Fancy armor. Why the promotion?
Malus caught up with the fugitive Valeria. Grand Inquisitor Hemlock named me Justicar.
Grand
after the reports of
Inquisitor.
Malus's death.
Edric, how did you know I was here?
I had to
What
come
do
down
you
like
want?
18 levels full of
Really
people.
think your whereabouts would not have been tracked? We know of your deal with the Merchant Prince, as well as your plan to find Valeria and her new allies.
Edric, don't do this.
You betrayed the Grand
There's probably 2 more
Inquisitor's
fights in this
trust.
act. We'll see if we can get through them real quick.
Now I,
Do you have any questions about the game,
Justicar of the
Ben?
Republic,
No, I
am
like.
tasked to bring you
It's
back.
so straightforward.
Yeah,
You know,
it
it's
is.
really one of those games that
What the hell do you think I'm
know.
doing here?
Aside
We
from
have
the
to stop this
intricacies,
cult
where
now.
like how does this differ from Path and Diablo and all
Yeah.
that, you're gonna know like okay,
Surrender now.
very basic. Like I'm gonna
How
click.
can you
I've
do
got these
this?
number spells. I
Yep.
gotta figure out what kind of weapon I want to do. Do I want to do long range? Do I want to do magic? All that.
Can't
I messed
surrender,
around with
brother,
magic
and I
mostly,
won't.
which
I haven't tried
I
that at all.
Too
liked.
much at stake
So be it.
I would like it a bit more if I could co-op with somebody and like they could be a tank and I could do magic or something, you know?
Let's play later. Let's
Yeah.
try it out and see. Uh-oh. All right, let's see if I should have gone back and fought some other smaller things, but
No, dude, you got this major damage.
Do not
God dang it, this is gonna be fun.
And you broke him.
And I broke him. Hey everybody, how you doing? Something happened and I'm not displeased by it.
Never mind, this is worth $400.
That one little thing just made me a god. That's awesome.
He's like, what the hell, man? I thought I was gonna win, but I at least thought it would be like close.
requested of you, but you just had to save her, didn't you?
She is our sister. But you, I'm not sure what you are now.
Reckoning.
Okay, part 2.
I won't fail, Father.
Something tells me you will.
I can't do that.
Oh dear.
You took a lot of damage
Yeah,
there.
I'm getting a little cocky here.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, man, that actually hurt a lot. All right, now I need to be a little more careful. I think.
He's broken. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Careful.
Told you his judgment was final.
I need to get my health potions back. They kind of come back from attacking. Oh dear lord!
Woo! Nice.
I can't do that.
Nice.
I need to get a shield back.
I like how many positional abilities there are. Again, I don't know if this is like a super common thing, but a lot of movement based.
Yeah, there definitely are.
attacks,
All right, I need to get some. There we go.
Which I like. Like, good movement to me is the most important thing in the game.
You chose to betray him. You forced me into this position.
Somebody die. Thanks.
I cared for you, sister, but you played us. You played us all.
Again, the first time I've seen these fights, so if I'm not playing to the top of my abilities, I apologize. It's gonna be a phase 3 here. Maybe this is the end of the act boss. I'm not sure. Okay.
It's like not,
Oh, boy.
he's not even really changing.
Fight me!
He took his helmet off and then he made the
dear.
sword a little bigger. Kind of
Oh dear!
anticlimactic.
Ow! That hit me right on the dot. I know there is some blood leech. Oh man, this guy's mobility too. So you need to get. Oh, I'm really not doing super hot here.
After I
There we go.
There we
Broken,
go.
broken.
rip out Valerian's spine. Father is all I have left.
I can't do that.
Oh dear, that's probably
Look
not a
out.
good sign. Yep, that's gonna come in. Assuming I can't hit him now. Nope. Oh, you gotta
What
be kidding
the
me!
heck?
I did not. That was not telegraphed very well. You can actually get some respawn times though, so it's not as bad as it seems. Let me pop this shield real quick and start hitting them really hard. And I think this might be the end of it. Whew. Potent antique. All right, ruby amulet.
Find your peace, brother.
Brother. Talk to the primal. All right.
We do not have much time before my essence vanishes from this world.
Let's see. I'm not sure if that was the end of Active Boss or not. Maybe there was something more coming up. I guess I have primordial essence. I'm not really sure what this.
I think that's the thing that transforms you.
Oh, maybe.
Inexorably fade into oblivion.
That was fun.
Stopping
Yeah.
the core.
Udai made sure this process could not be interrupted.
Jump into it.
What's who's Udai?
Udai is the demon that I believe I just fought at the one of the first fights that I think I was on the stream when I fought him. He's the dude with the big
Oh yeah.
the guy at the beginning cutscene. Seems to be one of the main bad dudes.
Can't we just destroy the core?
No, that would require an unfathomable amount of power. You will have to find the main superstructure where the conflux is taking place and stop the Covenant of the Blind. But you cannot do this alone. Find
Some more bugs in our forums. People, Mondo Cool is saying that they lost a unique weapon
Yeah.
just randomly.
Yep.
You know, people losing progress randomly.
A lot of the fight resetting. I've been knocked out of a mission with no prompting at all. Just running down the hallway just reloaded me right back into the
Religious
main
fanatics. That's just my luck.
the main town.
Fine.
which was not super fun. Yeah, there's so many reports of all this stuff. It seems like their servers are either unstable or they're not being written, like data's not being written correctly or something like that. I'm having fun in the moment-to-moment gameplay of this, and I do enjoy the flashiness and the kind of just the feeling of power. You feel really powerful really early on in this game, which is really nice compared to something like Path of Exile, which does take a lot of build up before you're actually like ripping through everything.
Yeah, you're saying maybe only it just needs a little work.
It needs a lot of work. I can't even say a little.
Yeah.
It needs a significant amount of work. Aspects of Apocalypse. So looks like I can finally turn into my big avatar thing. Press F to open the Aspects of Apocalypse section window. I hear this the system is kind of underbaked. I haven't fooled around it very much. Let's see if I can get one of these to pop off real quick. So I can do F. Aspect of Dawn. I have 1 remaining point. What is all this stuff here? Aspect of Dawn. It looks like these are. I want to be sword and shield. Deal sacred damage, all cleansing light. I like this one. I like launching myself. Unlock that. Oh, I just have everything like this already? Okay. Let's go kill some stuff and try to turn into a monster.
All right.
I gotta go back to town though real quick. Yeah, let me go wander around and try to turn into a big, whatever this Aspects of the Apocalypse thing is. Find stuff to kill real quick, and then we'll move along. I really do like this Necropolis level a bunch. It's really well done. Well, we'll move out to the town, maybe. Get some brighter. Oh, it's actually dark. I thought this was there must be a day-night cycle in this game, because this has been,
or maybe after like certain story events.
Maybe. Hey guys. Okay, that is going up little by little. Hopefully at some point soon we'll be able to turn into whatever we're turning into. Yeah. Why don't you read some more stuff from the forums while I'm working on this real quick?
Yeah, sure.
It'll take me a little second.
We had yeah. Wait, we already did Bison. Where was the one I was looking at about the ending? This is from iStan. A-Stan. Speaking of stories, this one doesn't have an ending yet. It just stops, implies further action is undertaken, and then skips you months forward to the post-game without saying what happened.
So apparently this was originally going to be some kind of open world thing, where it would, you'd be able to go from map to map without having to worry too much about loading screens and things like that. If you go back to the original Kickstarter campaign, and there's a lot of stuff from like 2015 where they were talking about like controller support, which isn't in here. I'm not sure if the Linux version of this is available yet either, and some of the other things they promised early on haven't been delivered on, which things happen over time as you're making a game. But definitely there are some of the original Kickstarter backers who feel like they maybe have been waiting a little bit for what they actually thought they were going to get. But like we said, oh boy. So let's talk a little about the skills. Can I jump down here?
I can't do that right now.
Nope. Can I? I'm actually curious. Nope. Doesn't work. All right, I'm almost to the transformation one, but real quick, let's talk about these skills. So you get interacts. You use these things, but if I use this right now, I don't use a dagger, bow, or a pistol, so I can't actually use a skill at all.
Right.
So for me, I'm already fairly well built into the skill tree of sword and board. I shouldn't actually use this. You can sell it for 10 little orbs down here.
Got it.
And if you want to respec your entire skill tree, you need, at this point, it goes up every time you level up.
Right.
I would need 525. So I would need to sell about 50 of those.
How much gold do you have right now?
Let's see.
Because 10k to
I
respec.
have 7820.
Yeah,
And I've been buying a few little things, but for me, it seems like really, there's not a lot of gold to be found in this game from what I'm seeing. Selling items doesn't really result in a huge amount of gold, so respecking, it always feels just a little bit out of reach to me. But so I have a big bankroll of these interacts which I can use for other characters. If I want to go back and make a sorcerer or something like that, I would at least have a fair amount of those on hand, because you can share them through your stash and everything like that. But I really hope they work on some kind of like guild system. I haven't fooled around too much with the social aspects of it, but It really feels. They also apparently used to have like a rough version of player housing in this game.
Oh, weird.
Which got taken out. So it really feels like they've rolled back a lot of the design stuff from a couple years ago. I wasn't playing in early access at all, but it feels like a lot of people are saying that this is a kind of a different game than what it used to be. I think, hey, oh man, I do like some of the body physics stuff too. It's really tight and questy. You can knock people off of bridges and everything like that. So, all right, I'm gonna pop this big old thing. Let me get back to let me see if I can go to a boss fight. Let me do this real quick.
I kind of wanted to see you use it on some shrimp.
Some shrimp. All right, let me go back to the necropolis so I can actually get a big group around me before I pop it. I do dig it. Here we go. I'll keep playing this game. I don't think this is going to be the last time you'll see this game on Giant Bomb. If we get, if it gets to the point where it's a little more, stable, we'll probably do some community co-op with it because I haven't really tried too much online. I'd be curious to kind of go through it, and I always love playing with community members these kind of games because I'll be like level 20 and someone will join who's level 99, just everything
They'll
dies.
just be literally running around.
Yeah.
And everyone dies.
Just like the death stare from whatever huge skills they have. But I don't think there are, I shouldn't say this for sure, but it doesn't seem like, it seems like you have access to most of the skills pretty early on in the game. It's just a matter of, oh man, these guys are actually hitting me. I just can't get over how ballsy this animation is, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I like God of War 2. Ooh, is that a unique? Hey, everything's coming up, Rory. I got something called Thirst.
Tell me about it.
Let's see what this does. This is a unique amulet. Spell damage, maximum. Oh, negative 25% maximum health. This is a spellcasting amulet. I don't want that. I should be almost at the end of this meter here. Hopefully, it's a long build up to this transformation. I hope it's worth it, dude. Hi.
I am here
Oh,
to
you're
nudge
selling?
you
Oh,
back
you're a
on
merchant.
the
Okay, cool.
track.
Trying to kill you then. I haven't seen this merchant before in the world. Selling rare stuff, it looks like. But my unique is still better than anything she's got, it looks like. Oh, she's selling a unique. That's interesting. Huh. I might as well go and buy. Oh, 13,000. I don't have enough gold for that. There's also a gem system here where you'll find gems. Gems cannot be combined to make more powerful gems, so it seems a little weird in that sense, but you might as well throw them into... Is my meter full? I can't tell if it's actually full or not. But so far, this is kind of the gameplay. I hit this button a lot, do this little swirly attack. Okay.
Hey, here we... Oh.
No, that's just the... It said to hit a button. I think it's R. No, I had 976, so I need like 10 more. I can actually mouse over it. 978. So I need to kill about 20 more things. We'll get that done real quick, and then we'll call it a day here with Warzone. But I do generally kind of want to play more of this. I'm having a good time with it as it is. And even if the later stages aren't quite as polished as the first act, I think I'll still try to. Hey, cool. That's good. Oh, bye.
He's a lost soul,
See you
dude.
later, buddy. A lot of little fiddly bugs like that make this game a little frustrating. You got any last questions, Ben?
No.
So I have 1,000 primordial essence. How do I hit the button? Is it R? There we go.
Hey.
Hey, I'm a big guy now. That is pretty cool. The only downside
Do
is
your other skills.
Okay, let's see what I got here. 1, 2. The only downside to something like this is that
Face
it
the
seems...
camera and do it.
What's that?
Face the camera and do it.
Face the camera?
Face the camera.
Face the camera.
So we can see, yeah.
That's neat. Neat looking. Boop. Oh man, this feels really powerful. The only downside to something like this is that you're probably going to be farming for meter before every boss fight.
Yeah.
Because it seems like kind of a game-changing ability. She attacked the one. I'm about to lose it. Oh dear. Well, we had an adventurous time here in Wilson. I found one skill that made myself maybe about 4 times as powerful as it was before, which is fun. That thing's really neat.
You gotta get more block chance.
No, get more block chance. I've been investing a bunch in that, so that's Wilson. It's in a rough state. It's hard to say that it's something you should invest, especially $40. Early access, it was like 10 or 15 apparently. They did raise the price for the retail release, but it's just a little bit annoying that they actually call this a retail release when it feels very much like a beta.
Yeah,
at
well,
best.
we'll check in on a future date, see how the updates have gone.
Yeah, I'll keep playing. I'll hopefully get to some farther points of the game. Like I said, I'm having fun so far. Oh dear. Watch out. Having fun so far, but it is really, really rough, and it's hard to recommend at $40. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks.
I'll see you next time.